Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today. Pardon me. For today. Today is Saturday, December 27th, 2025. You may follow me on the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. I don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Vintage Christmas Oracle by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can find it on in her Etsy shop. I have to say that, what is that deck? Hold on, let me get it. The Christmas Spirit Tarot by Hattie Thorne is the one that she gave me the freebie card last year with my order. And then this past spring, I ordered it and I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorite tarot decks. The artwork is just amazing. The World card, as you know, if you follow, if you subscribe, it is my favorite card out of that deck. But I gotta tell you that this deck is probably a very close second. Like I can't help it. I love this deck. I love it. And it's just a 50 card oracle deck. Lovingly created by designer Hattie Thorne. And it is probably like my new second favorite. You guys know what... This is in tie for first place with the Christmas Spirit Tarot. Because I love, I use that deck for a year and a half every single day almost. For like a year and a half. It was the tarot deck that I learned on. So simple. So brilliant. Mr. Rob Barthelman. Gotta love him. Intuitive City Oracle, if you're interested. All right. We got 4 on the table. That came out really fast. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. I originally planned on doing I just did another collective. I'm uploading it right now. I planned on doing those in the afternoon and then doing the collective and the tarot collective. I don't know that I'm gonna. I've been tired all day. Last shuffle. Resting my knee as much as possible in between hanging out with my brother and running errands. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to do any more reads tonight, but I knew I needed to do these because I set the card decks aside and I was like, I'm doing these today. I'm doing it. Oh, see, that's progress. I can like cross my ankles and my knees are kind of like touching and it doesn't necessarily hurt right away, which is a good sign. Hello, that's a good sign, Mr. Knee. Yeah, I talk to my body parts like that, Mr. and Mrs. Oh, a big shout out to the ex-husband, my ex-husband. He is 51 today, I think. Happy birthday, sir. I'm very excited for you. You're 1 more year closer to retirement. He always said he was going to retire at 50. And when we were married, I was like, this man is not retiring at 50. It's not happening. But a big shout out to him. Today is his birthday. We've got Penguin. We've got Teddy Bear. Hey, I know people that have retired in their 50s, but they're all people that, like, save their money and stuff. We got Gift. Acorn. And bottom of the deck, Dove. I love that dove. I love that blue background. It's like the night sky. It's beautiful. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It does not matter. I think this is just somebody's personal energy. I'm uploading another reading, another collective right now to YouTube. Same thing. It was just somebody's individual energy and very positive, actually. Well, that person's energy was positive. I don't know that the energy surrounding them was that positive, but uh whoever this is for, you, somebody you know, somebody that's in the collective. Somebody with this penguin and this teddy bear and this acorn. Like somebody is like on a new journey, like somebody's deciding like I almost want to say like going back to school, or like if you're not going back to school, like maybe, and this is just an example, but maybe like, you were with a couple of friends and somebody mentioned mechanical engineering and you're like, "Ooh, mechanical engineering. I'm going to read up on that." And you decide to take like a whole weekend where, maybe you just look online and you read article after article and you just spend 2 days like learning about mechanical engineering. Or maybe you pack up a couple pens and a couple notebooks and you go to the library and you pull some books and some files and you take down notes, and something like you're interested in, you want to learn. Pardon me. You want to learn, you want to jot down facts, like it's something interesting. It's like somebody's uh, another example, and this may sound dumb, but whatever. Another example, somebody decides to cut their friend's hair. Their friend says, "Hey, can you cut my hair?" "Oh, I've never cut hair before." "Oh, that's okay. Just trim it for me. Like, it's not a big deal. I just want it trimmed." And you trim your friend's hair and you realize you actually like cutting hair and you like the whole process and you like the whole repertoire, and you decide to learn to cut hair. You decide to get into, I don't know what they call it anymore, cosmetology. I don't know if it's called that anymore. They're always naming things new names, right? Um, when I was in school, it was cosmetology, like learning hair, nails, that kind of stuff. It's like somebody is learning something new, and like they're happy about it. Like this is excitement. Um, with this acorn, it says starting something new, planting seeds for the future. So it's not even like the whole mechanical engineering. It's not like that necessarily somebody wants to be a mechanical engineer, but if they go and they study it and they see something else that catches their eye that they decide is for them, maybe that will lead them to like what they want to do or what they want to study or what they want to become. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're planting seeds. And um okay. So I don't I mean I know there's still such a thing, but I don't know that people really talk about it. I don't currently know anybody in college. I don't think I know anybody in college right now. Maybe some ex friends from high school's children, maybe, but like I don't talk to them. I don't have anything to do with them. But and I'm sure people remember this, but like the forever student, like there are people out there, they graduate high school and they go to college, and then they get their associates, and then they get their bachelors, and then they get their masters, and then they get their doctorate, and then they go off on a tangent and they get another master's and another doctorate and da 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 da. And like there are literally people out there that just continue to take classes and courses and build upon their skill set like their whole lives. There are people out there that do that. It kind of gives that, but maybe not in such a constricted way. Okay, not in such a set form kind of way, right? I'll use myself as an example, okay? And whatever, I'm just going to use myself as an example. So in 2023, when I started my healing journey, And I realized I really loved tarot. I really loved Oracle. And I spent almost a year watching Oracle and tarot readers and just kind of like getting in that energy, like getting in that mood, getting in that mode. And then at the beginning of 2024, end of January 2024, I started my YouTube channel. Okay. And then after that, my TikTok took off. So I was investing in my TikTok. So more like social media. And then last year I started writing my book, and I kind of finished that up this past spring. I still got to go over it, right? Because I want to self-edit it, which I did twice. I worked on it. I still got to work on it. I got notes and all that. I'll be doing that at the beginning of the year. I did my YouTube channel where I have my documentary about my life and all the crazy things that I've lived through and experienced. Next year, I'm going to start learning languages because I want to learn Italian. I want to learn Korean. I got a lifetime subscription to Babbel. So like everything that I do isn't necessarily like in the same like category of learning, but I keep moving forward, and I like to learn new things, and I like to put my fingers and hands in little pots and move along, and I'm constantly like moving. Does that make sense? And none of my learning is, I took the weekend course for Reiki healing. I already signed up and paid for my courses for grief coaching, which are basically for me, like more or less to help me. It's not like I'm going to run out and charge people for Reiki healing or grief coaching or anything like that. Like I essentially signed up for these things for me, to help my growth, to help my enlightenment, and whatever happens thereafter happens. Um, but yeah, I just constantly feel this need to like learn and do something else. And none of that technically goes together, but it's all part of my healing process, my ongoing healing process, because as you know, as I've said, we're healing from birth to death. So I'm still healing. I'm always going to be healing. And thank God for that, because a perfect human is not a human that I want to know, because that does not exist. Anywho, this is like what this is. This is somebody like continuously elevating their knowledge, elevating like their schooling, however you want to phrase that. It's just someone that likes to learn. Unfortunately for me, I'm not gonna lie, I have to be a little careful like with what I take part in, because I don't always retain information. Like I really have to be interested to retain information. Like like the Reiki, the grief coaching, Oracle, tarot, all of that stuff is in my wheelhouse, you know what I'm saying? But like if I were to sign up to take like a history course, which I love history. I guarantee you that taking a 3-month course in history at the College of Lake County, I would love it. I would love it. But a year after, I'd probably be like, "Oh, I don't remember anything about the war. Like I don't remember that." Because it's not, because I'm interested in it, but at the same time, like I'm not going to use that every day, whereas I use this kind of stuff like every day. So like I would love to take a course, like an actual like a math course, a history course, a psychology course, but am I going to retain that information? Probably not. I can't lie. That's why when I bought the lifetime subscription for the Babbel, because I can take my time with the Italian and the Korean. Because even though I really want to learn those languages, how long is it going to take me to remember and retain that information? I'm just saying. So that's why I did the lifetime subscription. I think it for Black Friday, I think it was like a $200 for a lifetime, which is pretty damn good because I think normally it's like what 400, 500, something like that. They had it on sale for Christmas for I think like 250, I think, which is still pretty good, I think. Whoever this person is, whoever this person is that's investing in themselves and investing in their future, it's peace of mind for them. This is somebody that enjoys doing what they're doing, and it just brings them comfort. It brings them joy. And really, at the end of the day, like, how can that be wrong? How can that be wrong? If you like to learn, if you want to be a forever student, if you want to constantly be tapping into different things, learning different things, getting degrees, getting certificates, whatever, then do that. I keep getting these neighborhood things about missing packages. I love this. I love this because to me, this is a little bit more structured than my own journey because to me, this is somebody like going back to college and getting degrees and things like that. But doesn't necessarily have to be. No, it doesn't. It could be more like my situation. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for you. I love that for anybody because, and I've said this before too, you're healing from birth to death. You're learning from birth to death. Learning is a part of healing. Healing is a part of learning. It all goes hand in hand. None of this can be wrong. And the more you learn, the more you know, right? Like your brain is like expansion. So I love this. I think this is great. This was a great reading. I really enjoyed this. And it doesn't matter. I told you guys before, I think I've only talked about it once or twice. When I worked at Fannie Mae Candies, I had an old friend come in. She used to shop when I worked at Yankee Candle. And I call her friend, but really she wasn't a friend. She was an asshole. She was an asshole. And I remember one of my last interactions with her at Yankee Candle before I got fired from Yankee Candle, by the way, for putting on nail polish. Don't even get me started. They just wanted to fire me. Anywho, Anywho, one of my last interactions with this woman was me saying that I was thinking about going back to school and I wanted to take psychology. And I was 31 at the time because this was before I met my ex husband. Actually, no, I think I still would have been 30 because I met him when I was 31. This was the beginning of the year. So I still would have been 30. I was 30. And you know what she said to me? And this, at the time, she was probably like in her mid to late 50s. Do you know what she said to me? You're too old to go back to college. You know that, right? Like, why are you even bothering? You're too old. Now, when she came in at Fannie Mae Candies, I didn't pick a fight with her. I pretended to be happy to see her. I was nice. I gave her a discount and I sent her on her way. Like, I had no interest in having any type of friendship with her. Um, but yeah, that's the kind of shitty human that she was. You're too old to go back to school. You hear literally every day about like 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds getting college degrees, getting high school diplomas because they never graduated from high school. Come on. You're going to tell a 70-year-old great great grandmother that she doesn't deserve to go back to school and get that GED, get that diploma, because she had to quit to raise her first baby? You're going to tell her that that's not worthwhile? Come on. How do you tell somebody that they're too old to go back to school? You are never too old to learn. You are never too old to heal. And it's funny because now that I'm saying this out loud, I actually really feel sorry for her that was her mindset. Like, did she teach her? I think she had 3 daughters. She teach her 3 daughters that? I'm gonna leave it there. On that note, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope this resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you were entertained. I love this. I thought this was great. I really love this. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.